Hey there YouTube, today I thought I would make a quick video on my interior of my new Dodge Challenger. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I know my first video was really based on when I'm getting the car and what's happening to the truck. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the truck too, but for now we're going to start off with talking about the car, the interior, a lot of the technology in it, and really what stinks about this phone is that, because I'm using my phone, that I can't switch the camera, so I gotta go like that. So yeah, so I'm actually gonna cut it now and I'm gonna flip the camera and see you guys then. Alrighty, so we're back now. I'm gonna show you the interior. Since I switched the camera, I had to turn the light on because it was way too dark in here, so that means I could turn the lights off in here. Alrighty, so I got the cloth seats. Cloth seats, they're really nice. They got the pinstripe stitching, which I really like. The reason why I went with cloth seats was because it was not in my budget, to be honest. It was not in my budget to get leather. And I knew that I was going to like the cloth because I had cloth in my pickup and I like the cloth. So now you know that. Cloth seats are really nice. Would I say they're just as good as the leather? Yes, I would. And honestly, it doesn't come with a lot of cloth. The only cloth is there and here. And that's nice. That's actually that's a soft touch. That's soft touch right there. I like that. That's really neat. So yeah. The rest of it's leather. This is all leather. This is the console. That's leather. There's nasty in there. Mentos. I got a Mopar keychain for somebody. Receipts and whatnot. I got to clean that out. It says Dodge Bros. Right there. Alrighty, so the shifter has leather. This part on the shifter is leather. Padding here for the passenger leg, leather. Driver has leather, which I really like. I know those are not scratches, they're just dust. Whole steering wheel's wrapped with leather. Soft touch rubber. I don't think it's leather. It may be leather. It's soft touch, so it has to be. It has to be leather. Or it could be like a foamish rubber, but whatever. It's nice. It's better than that scratchy plastic. And my grandfather told me when I'm cleaning this to use a warm wet rag. Don't use Armor All because it'll look patchy and it'll look shitty, and it just, I don't know if anybody else can tell me, different, but he told me not to. It's all up here too, but it's softer up here. Mirror's nasty. That's no leather on it. Cloth ceiling, which you guys can see as good as me. But this iPhone cameras, you gotta be like 5 feet away to see everything. I don't know if this is dirty or not, but I think it's just the sparkle of the new car. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's leather here on the door. There's a lot of leather. I would say if you don't mind having cloth seats, which I don't mind actually, I prefer it because it's more comfier. It's actually a lot more cozier in the spring, summer, fall time than leather, because leather, it cracks over time, and you just, if you want your car to stay perfect forever like me, you will not eat in your car, and you will not, and you will clean your car very well, and you'll clean it right. So yeah. So now we're going to go on to the technology of the car, since I told you a little bit about the interior, and it's all leather wrapped. And all this looks scratched, but it's not. It's really just my smear marks from my fingers. But alright. So, technology-wise, start over here with the buttons. We got these buttons here. I never knew what the hell these were. Oh, look at that. Never even knew. I didn't see these buttons here. It changes them on the screen. Alrighty, so first off, let's go to speedometer. That's my, now this light, okay. Speedometer. There's a vehicle info. First we got, trying to keep the light out of the screen. I have to have it on. Actually, we're back, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the technology of the car. First, we're going to start off with the speedometer. That speedometer, that is very nice. And yes, I have 1,100 miles on her. And I've had this for about a month, so it's not too bad. I drove it for about 2 weeks, And the other 2 weeks I couldn't because the weather was bad and it was just odd. And my registration was up. Yes, I got a full tank. And I've learned from some people, I'm going to tell you about the gas. Honestly, I'm paranoid when it comes to vehicles. So when I put 87 in this, which I did, but that was only for about 800 miles of the vehicle, and then I stopped. I put 93 in her. And now she just has a full tank of 93. So it was bogging real bad when I was driving. Power, you just felt the power, and you just felt the power was gone. And yeah. So I recommend using 93 in the vehicle. I'm going to turn the AC off. But I recommend you use 93 in the vehicle, or even 91. In the manuals, it recommends 91. I'm actually not 100% sure what it recommends in the automatics, but I'm assuming it would recommend 91. But for just the safety of the vehicle and better performance of the vehicle, I just use 93. Because, the bogging was happening to the vehicles just scared me. So I changed and it stopped bogging. So, the speedometer, I told you a little bit about the gas. There's my tire pressure, which is pretty much all the same around. There's the coolant temp. There's the trans temp. Trans temp. Oil temp. Oil pressure. Oil life. Battery voltage. Intake air temp. Engine torque. Engine power. And that's it for that part. Third down, performance. There's my 1/8 mile timer. Let's go all the way over. 0 to 60 timer. 0 to 100 timer. Haven't used any of these yet. 1/8 mile timer since, it was still winter at the time. And the roads just got good and I was still going through the braking period. And then once I got through the braking period, what's pretty much the braking period, I got to go to 1,500 miles before I actually start, redlining it and bringing it up above 85 miles per hour. So, yeah. So I wasn't able to use any of these. There's an 1/8 mile timer. And yes, you see all my bests and everything. That's just me just driving the vehicle. Not even using them. There's a 1/4 mile timer. Braking distance. G-force. Peak G-force. Lap timer. Lap history. Top speed. My dad did that, not me. So I did not break the braking period. My dad had a little fun. And he said he barely touched it, which I believe him because this car has a lot of power for a Dodge Challenger Scatpack. 0 to 60 timer. I already told you that. Alright, so we're down through that. There's the fuel economy. I averaged 14.3 miles per gallon after I started in the cold. So it was pretty bad, but I average on a nice 50-degree day, I average around 18 miles per gallon. 18.7 was my highest at one point. There's my average. There's my average. What's the difference? Average. I guess you can have two averages. There's two. You see these little lines right there below average? There's two little dashes, and I guess you can have two different timer type of things for it. But that's that. The trip info, 14.3 miles per gallon. On this vehicle, I've already had over 50 hours. So almost 50 hours. I'd rather keep it below 50 hours before summer comes. So, yeah. There's that. Sirius XM. Oh, did I just go? Oops. I didn't mean to go down. Trip info. I already showed you that. Audio. That's your audio. Messages. Screen setup. You can change the way your park, reverse, neutral, drive looks, your speedometer, your time, and your temperature. You can move those around. This is all digital screen right here. So everything you're seeing is digital. Except for the speedometer and the RPM or RPM gauges. Those are not digital, which I would not like digital. Vehicle info. I already told you that. Alrighty, so we're through that. That's the first part of the technology part that I can show you without driving the vehicle. When I drive the vehicle, I'll show you a little better when I get a better camera, or even a camera mount for right there. Alrighty. So here's the cruise control. I did not get the adaptive cruise control so I can keep my distance between vehicles. A friend was telling me, actually, my friend from Do Just Drive, my friend Devin from Do Just Drive, I'm actually with them. This is just my personal vlog for me, for my car. But this car, I will be making the same review on their channel. Just more of a personal vlog. But I don't know. I may just transfer these videos to them. I'm not 100% yet. But there's that. Just blank. Didn't even get it. Now, I have Apple CarPlay in this bad boy. So, right now I'm connected. Hopefully all the audio is going to you guys after making these videos. There's audiobooks now playing, phone, music, apps, messages. I would say do not, if I repeat, do not get the nav for this car if you have an iPhone. Because you could just use maps, and it's like it's like $1,200 for the nav with like automatic wipers and automatic high beams. And I didn't need those stuff, and it wasn't worth the $1,200 to me. Instead, I got the stereo and the upgraded rims. That was worth the $1,200 to me. There's performance. Application loading. I'll show you all the gauges if it'll load up. Hopefully it'll load because the vehicle's not on. Load. Hopefully it even loads. Here we go. There's home. That's my vehicle, sort of. I wish you could change the color of the vehicle. That'd be sweet. Like, I guess not the color of the vehicle, but the color of my rims, because I don't have those rims. But that'd be sweet. There's all my timers. Not even used yet. There's my oil temp, coolant temp, oil pressure. So pretty much the gauges will be up here instead of being over here. But if you don't want those gauges there, and you'd rather have a gauge there, just one though, you can. But in this video, this phone cannot even, compare to the way it looks like in real life. It looks a lot better. It looks crystal clear, these screens. So there's the yellow one, battery voltage, intake, air temp, and trans temp. There's G-force. Right now I'm sitting in the driver's seat, so there's about 0.02 G's. There's the engine, the amount of power, torque, oil pressure, which I'm not even doing much. Just sitting here. There's all the, I'm not going to go through that in another video because there's a lot to go through. But, yeah. So that's pretty much for the cool, fun performance factor of the car. Oh, one other thing. So, under this, if you have an automatic transmission, I think it's only automatic transmission. There's a little rope under here. And that little rope you pull up for it to go into neutral, so for when your car's dead, you can go into neutral. Push start. I don't know if I said that. And I like how this car is driver oriented. I like how everything's pointing toward me, and that's sort of leaving the passenger, pretty much saying to the passenger, don't touch me, which I like, because you always have that friend that wants to reach over and go touch the volume, but that passenger really has to reach over to get to this volume. And I like that. I like how nobody could touch this but me. I think that was actually pretty cool with the manual, because then it's hard to touch the shifter when this thing's here. It's actually, I think it's around the same height, or maybe even a little lower, the shifter from this. Which is cool, because then they won't hit the shifter and accidentally shift it when you're manual. I wanted to get a manual, but I was convinced of the automatic, because the automatic was just faster. And, yeah. I don't know if I said, it's a Dodge Challenger. Hopefully I said that. But, yeah. And everything feels really, heavy duty. It feels durable. Every little button. Compared to a Ford GT, like the new Ford GT, like what's-his-name vehicle versions was saying, that all the buttons felt really, really cheap. Unlike that, this actually feels durable and not cheap. He was saying, though, vehicle versions. I forgot his name. But, yeah. He said the shifter, the paddle shifters, made a lot of noise. And I was wondering what the hell he was talking about. He was in a 2016 Hellcat. And I'm in a Scatpack. And there's only a little thump. Which, what are you supposed to hear? He said he heard, like, squeaking noises and stuff like that. Really loud noises, and they felt cheap. They sure did, fix those up. They're actually really good. I don't know if there's a difference between the Hellcat shifters and Scatpack shifters, but I would say, a lot of people even complain about how they're too small, and I'm like, I got some pretty big hands, so they reach over. Would I say that if I wanted to have my hand here, it takes me to go like that? Yeah. Would I say I could do that? Yeah. But I can't have my whole hand like this and then touch it like a McLaren or like, a Lambo, whatever those cars have. So yeah. So, hope you guys liked the video, and I'm going to leave a few things in the description below. I'm going to leave my Instagram, and that's pretty much it. That's all I have for now is Instagram, and I'll probably even leave my YouTube. I'm going to actually change the name. It's no longer going to be Chamber Mopar 214, because I don't like that name. So I'm going to change it before I get some real subscribers. Right now, I think I only have like a couple, and one's my dad, so hope you like this video, Dad. And, yeah. So leave that, and then I'm also going to leave the Do Just Drive Instagram. Leave my friend Devin's, he has a black Camaro. He has an Instagram. I'm going to link that. He has an IROC Camaro. I'm going to leave a link for that too for Instagram. And I'm going to leave our YouTube and our Instagram for Do Just Drive. And right now we're in the making. We actually started late fall, early winter. So we really didn't have... Actually, I think we started a little bit at the end of summer. But still, we were still new at the making videos and stuff. And so, yeah. So I'm going to leave that below. And I hope you guys go like those. And, yeah. Have a good night.